everyone, welcome back to my channel. I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a vlog on what it's like being single during quarantine and some of the ups and downs that I've been going through, because I don't know about you, but I'm in my late 20s and a lot of my friends are getting booed up, getting engaged, married, having their first kid. And sometimes I just can't relate because my life does not look like that. I am totally single. I just moved into an apartment by myself, so I live alone. And this whole pandemic has made me realize how single I am. Thankfully, all my close girlfriends are super single, so I feel like I'm less alone in this journey. And so with this video, I wanted to normalize that feeling of loneliness single people might be feeling, especially with the pandemic and everything. It's hard to date, it's hard to meet people, and I'm going through the same things. So this video was sponsored by Skillshare, and the first 1,000 people to use a link in my description below will get a free trial of the Skillshare premium membership. I've been using Skillshare very regularly during this quarantine to keep myself inspired and motivated by learning new skills such as acrylic painting, drawing illustrations on my iPad. It's a very affordable way to learn something new. It's less than $10 a month for their annual subscription. I think in the beginning of the quarantine, I was low-key a bit depressed. I was crying almost every day. I was going through a lot of pain and hurt from relationships in my life. And I started seeing a therapist during that time for about 2 to 3 months, which has helped me tremendously in terms of how I see myself and some of the things that I do to not feel so lonely, just because I live alone and there are a lot of moments where I'm just alone by myself. And when you're alone with your thoughts for too long, it can get very dark, and I don't want to be in that space anymore. So I've made sure that I have routines during the weekday and the weekends. Me too. Dinner served. Cheers! The moment of truth. I try to come up with fun side projects like this bouquet right here. I got some flowers from Trader Joe's and I just tried making a cute bouquet, especially when I catch myself getting really sad, feeling lonely, feeling like I'm so isolated. I try to do things that energize me physically and mentally. I've been taking a lot of strength, yoga, and cardio classes through the Peloton app, and I love all their classes because their instructors are super fun. They have really great music, and it's only $12.99 per month, which is a great deal. I also try to make time to create art and do things that I like doing that bring me joy. So this was my very first attempt at acrylic painting. So I took Lorianne Gonzalez's How to Paint an Abstract Landscape. I had a lot of fun. It was a little bit hard, but Lorianne teaches it in a way where it's super easy and not intimidating. So do check out her lessons on Skillshare. And during the weekend, I try to meet people while social distancing. So I would go to the park with a couple friends here and there. I get ready for my friend's birthday party via socially distanced parking out. Feels nice to have an occasion to dress up. Cheers! I'm gonna go meet my coworker for the very first time. We're gonna get some croissants and I have a little present for her. Hope she likes it. Instead of focusing on me, I've been focusing on you. Memories of the time we spent. Holy moly. Just out of the oven. Oh, that's been captured? Look at that cheese! I'm very excited about this one. This is the chocolate almond croissant. Tear it apart. Oh! This is gonna be like 1,000 calories.
It doesn't even look like a croissant.
We're going to MoMA.
just a symptom you've forgotten. You slip me in your pocket, turn on the television now. Set me in the corner now, and Technicolor's your bed. Oh, won't you hear me out?
So cute.
Mochi! Mochi, hi! Hi! Mochi! I miss you!
She's a Mona Lisa.
You are so adorable.
Oh, Mochi! I miss petting dogs so much. Oh, Mochi! Mochi! Hey, where are you going?
You see her walking down the boulevard. She
Oh,
got
Hannah.
the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides.
You're so
I
pretty.
wonder what she hides.
You're so
She looks really beautiful.
She's so beautiful. Hi. Oh, she's so cute. You gotta go. Okay, pick her up. Ooh. Bye, Ohana. So these days, I don't feel lonely at all because I'm so busy. I've been really enjoying this time by myself because I feel like I'm learning about myself again. It's like I'm dating myself, which I feel like is super important for me to be in a healthy relationship later on. I'm gonna go to the park and have a little picnic lunch to myself. I heated up some leftovers from yesterday. I'm ready to go. These hills are brutal.
Nonsense.
Ooh, it is hot. I love coming out to the park. 잘 먹겠습니다. I'm so happy. I think 단무지 is crucial to have on the side for any Asian food, if you know what I mean. I've been reading this book called The Untethered Soul. I am going blind without my sunglasses, so alright. My friend Jane and my aunt recommended to me. They said it was one of the best books they read on inner healing and learning more about yourself. I think these two quotes summarize this book really well. There is nothing more important to true growth than realizing that you are not the voice of the mind. You are the one who hears it. To attain true inner freedom, you must be able to objectively watch your problems instead of being lost in them. And I think this was the one really big thing that I learned through therapy, was that the first step towards inner healing is to be self-aware. I recognize the power in not letting the feelings that you feel define who you are. So I might be feeling lonely, but that doesn't mean that I'm isolated, that nobody loves me, that I'm all alone. It's just a feeling, and what that feeling can do for me is I could initiate a phone call to my best friend so that I don't feel lonely anymore. But I could also binge watch Netflix and feel bad about myself and feel even worse after 10 hours of Netflix because I already felt lonely, but now watching Netflix for 10 hours affirms that, yeah, I don't have anyone to hang out with. Being single in your late 20s, I feel like there's a delicate balance between being fully content and satisfied with your independent single life, but then at the same time you don't want to get too comfortable because you might end up single forever and it might prevent you from opening up yourself again to meeting new people, and it's kind of scary. Once you go through several heartbreaks, you just kind of lose trust in people, but the beauty of, I guess, life, not to sound cheesy, is that not everyone's a douche. It's still hard for me to really believe that everyone's timeline is different because I think I've been just trained to think I should have been married by age 30, and if I'm not, then there's something wrong with me. But the grass will always look greener on the other side, so I'd rather get married late and find the right person for me than to just get married because I feel the pressure. I really like following quotes by Christy on Instagram, and there are two quotes I want to share. Someone who makes you question if you are worthy of being loved is not worthy of being loved by you. Amen. Amen, sister. Pay attention to who you're with when you feel your best. I think this is So key. Trust your woman's intuition. Your intuition says a lot more than you think. And I've always doubted that intuition, that gut feeling, but it's always protected me. It's always proven itself right. And what's gotten me through this very dark time in my life has been my friendships. I have so many great girlfriends who have been there for me every single time I was just ugly crying every single day. Esther, my best friend, used to remind me whenever I would have these thoughts. I would text her. She said, Christine, your internal dominant narrative is always, I'm unlovable, I'm unloved. But it's not that you're unlovable, it's just that they can't love you the way that you deserve to be loved. That was just like a light bulb moment for me where I realized all this time that it wasn't even about this other person. It was about the feeling that they gave me, which was this feeling of abandonment, feeling like I needed to prove myself. And it was almost like because I was resisting that feeling, I was so attached to it. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you just let go and don't care, there's no resisting. I think all this time I was trying to prove my worth by gaining this person's attention and love. Keep yourself busy, keep your mind and body busy. Oh my gosh, that dog is so cute. Oh my gosh, that dog is so cute.